Hi Aquarius, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And cross watchers are always welcome. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's next in love, what's coming towards you, what is going on around energy, person on your mind, anything spirit wants to share with me. So let's call in our guides. Let's see what we have. Spirit, please share with me some loving energy. What is it that you need me to know at this time? What is it that you want me to know coming towards me? I am listening for you now. I have a soulmate. Okay, so do I have a soulmate in the universe coming forward? I have arguments. I'm wondering. I have on the nice list. I want somebody that's nice. I don't want to be battling with somebody. It shouldn't be hard to be with somebody. It doesn't mean that you don't butt heads. It doesn't mean that you have disagreements. But outright fighting and outright yelling at each other is probably not a good energy, to have. So right now, I feel like I'm wondering, is this the one? I have giving, generosity. Okay, so giving, lending an ear, listening, grounding, and creating. So, and then I have divine feminine. So I have this feeling that this person's seeing a lot of value in you. They're seeing somebody who has it together, all right? They're picking up on you're very generous, you're very giving, you are, there's a connection here. I feel a lot, actually. The only thing that's jumping out at me is that I don't want to be arguing with somebody. So maybe this person just doesn't like conflict. I could say it that way. I don't think anybody does, but I like this giving energy. I want somebody who's generous, but it feels like that you don't have to give me. This feels like time. They're putting up the Christmas lights. It's not that they're giving you money. They're giving you time. They're giving you energy. They're putting time. They're listening. So they are being there for you. Okay. It's not necessary. It doesn't mean they're not a gift giver, but right now that's not what Spirit's sharing. They're putting in the time and the effort. So that I feel like maybe that's the first thing that you notice about them, that they are either consistent, they are there for you. They're available, Spirit's saying, they're available. How about emotionally available? And sometimes that's all I want. I just want the person who is capable of being in a relationship, Spirit, but they are sharing soulmate. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 4 of Wands. Wow. I have a 9 of Swords. I have a 4 of Swords. And I have a Death card. So I'm worried. There's a feeling that somehow this is going to be taken away from you. Maybe you've met somebody that you really like. Maybe you're struggling with it's too good to be true, or I feel like we're both asking, is this the one? And we're afraid to say it out loud. But I have to tell you, bottom of the deck, I have a Queen of Cups. I have a Queen of Wands. So is this the person who is saying to you, I think you're the one? I have a feeling this is all about fear. This is all about fear. Either you feel like somebody's afraid and starting to pull back. You could be afraid that they're ending things. But at the same time, this person is falling in love. This person is seeing you for on a deeper level. They're seeing you as somebody that I could spend my life with, or I could be with. So you've got somebody who they could be pulling back. Sometimes they pull back right before they are all in. I know it doesn't make sense, but they take that time to think about, is this what I really want? So you could be feeling some of that fear. I have a feeling they're falling for you. And I feel like you're falling for them. So that's okay. That's great. And you're both feeling it. You know, the feelings are mutual. If the feelings aren't mutual, it's so uncomfortable, but the feelings are mutual. I have an Ace of Wands. I feel like Spirit's giving you everything that you've asked for. This is a new beginning. You're the Empress. Look at this. So I feel like Spirit is giving you what you've been looking for. You know, I've been asking for a fresh start. I've been asking for a new start. I've been asking for, you know, do you have somebody for me that is going to turn into something so much more? 100%. They're picking up on this Empress energy, this loving, beautiful, nurturing, kind, caring. They're falling for you. It's somebody new. It's somebody new. The only thing that was jumping out at me was, not that I'm even concerned about it, but it was that feeling of, are we arguing about something? You know, is there something that's coming between us that really shouldn't be at this stage? Spirit, please share with me. They're saying overcoming difficult topics, overcoming a difficult situation. Maybe we need to learn how to fight. We need to learn how to argue, kind of kiss and make up and move on. I have free flight. Give one another space to grow. Yeah, so this feeling of don't smother me, don't push me, don't pressure me. This person is giving you time and effort already. Maybe they're giving you as much as they can possibly give. They can't give anymore. They don't have any more time. They need some time, especially Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, for whatever reason, needs more private time. They tune out, they shut off, and they zone out, and they need that to rejuvenate. Then they come back. So you need to give that to them. They're mending souls, love with a purpose, heal with a passion. I have empathy for you. Okay, you're a healing, maybe you're a healing energy. Maybe you're very spiritual, or you bring to this union, you've done a lot of self-work and you're able to share some of that with them. You're very grounded, you're very spiritual. You have found ways to calm yourself down. You found some peace. So they are, you know, looking at you for, wow, I want to feel like you do. I want that in my life. Adventures, having some new experiences, making some new friends. I'm going to say enjoying definitely the outdoors, but also this feeling of being out in the middle of nowhere together. You know, maybe it's somebody who likes to hike or camp or go to very exclusive places, very isolated places. That's something that they like to do. They'd rather be somewhere in the middle of nowhere than in the middle of a big city, you know. So it could be that they like their privacy, they like quiet, they like nature, things along those lines. Let's see. I have an awareness. I'm distracted, filling life with other things, looking for love and dating. So this person has been looking, right? They are not somebody who is, they don't like being alone. They like to be in this kind of quiet space, but they want to do it with somebody. They want to, you know, it's the person who wants to travel to Europe with somebody and kind of travel around Europe and kind of go one place at a time and go to the outskirts of places that other people that maybe aren't so touristy. It's the person who isn't afraid to go to, I don't know, you know, rent a cabin in the woods, you know, on a lake, you know, something like that. Spirit, please share with me some initials, some energy around this connection. What is it that you have? I have an M. I love your voice. This came into me as voicemail messages. They could be really good at like leaving you little messages. I have the letter P, E. I think you're sexy. I do. And I feel like if you're in sweatpants or you're in yoga pants, you're even sexier. Like you do not have to be dressed up for this person. You could be the type of person that wears no makeup, or you look great with or without makeup. But if you're lounging around with lounge pants, yoga pants, sweatpants, they still think you're hot, you know? So it's kind of like wear whatever you want, be yourself, be comfortable. They like you to be comfortable. They don't want you to be, they don't, you know, you'd have to be all dolled up to be with this person. I have the letter N. I have a Q. I have a V. I have very affectionate, beautiful hand holder. They make you laugh. They're sexy and funny. Okay. So that's a nice combination, isn't it? And that may be something that they think you're sexy and funny, you know, but, you know, they're falling for you and you're falling for them. And maybe we see that in each other. You're a good listener. Somebody's a good listener. We talk about everything. I have a tattoo. I'm trustworthy. You can trust me. I don't even feel like we have to talk about it. I feel like this is somebody that you know you can trust, and they just don't have the personality to be out and about behind your back. They're not a liar. They're not sneaky. So I just feel like it's not even something that we have to worry about. I have the letter B. I have a W. Let's just get a couple more. A. And I have witty. So funny, witty, makes you laugh. You know, sometimes you get to a point in your life where you can't take it all seriously, and you just have to, you know, whether you say go with the flow or, you know, see what life brings you. But right now I'm feeling that laughter gets you through a lot together. I have temperance. I think they really like your spiritual energy. I have an Ace of Wands. I have a Five of Wands. We do have some kind of conflict that we struggle with. It could be anything from time management, spending more time together, putting each other as a priority. Like we could have a conversation that keeps coming up and we keep going round and round with it. So there might be something in this relationship that we want to take a closer look at. But overall, I think you're sexy. I think you're charming and fun. I love your spiritual energy. This person could be very spiritual as well. I feel the fallen snow is coming into me almost like a blanket. I feel warm. I feel cozy with you. I have a Three of Hearts. You could be the one that breaks a Three of Swords. You could be the one that breaks my heart. I have a Sun. There's always that fear of a broken heart, but very giving, soul connection coming in there for me. And I have a Three of Pentacles. So right now I'm getting this overall energy of somebody who really wants to be with you, and you saying, is this the one? Again, you could be going through a phase of it's a little too good to be true. They're checking all the boxes. How about you check all the boxes? You know, the person who says you're everything that I want and more. So it's the person who's, like I said, they don't care whether you're in sweatpants or you're dressed up, you know, for a dinner date. You always look amazing to them, and they really want you to be comfortable. is kind of interesting. Like if we're just going to hang out, go put your stretchy pants on, go put your yoga pants on, be comfortable. My whole being, mind, body, and soul is attracted to you. So I'm attracted to all of you. I would say it that way. I don't know why, but I always doubt your love for me. So I've never had anybody love me the way you do. And maybe it's not that it's awkward. It's a surprise to them that somebody could be there for them. Maybe they had users in the past. Maybe they were very giving in the past, but people took them for granted, something like that. So it's nice to have somebody that you feel the same way about them as they do about you. My love for you will never die. I feel like this is a lifetime commitment. I feel like this person is going to say, I don't want you to go anywhere, whether it's something that turns into a formal commitment or not. It's a lifetime of love. And we are going to admit that to each other. You are what has been missing in my life. You're my paradise and my heaven. And now that I found you, I don't want to let you go. You're the one that would break my heart. You're the one that I would be devastated if anything happened to this. So the good news is that you both feel the same. And I think that that's really important. You're both moving in the same direction. Spirit just said you both have the same goals and dreams. So this relationship, this connection is 100% meant to be in your life. So we are going to put this out into the universe. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. Check out my other 2 channels so that you can see other readings, my Pick a Card channel, my Twin Flame Soulmate channel, and I'll put those links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I did. And we'll see you all again real soon.